Killing Heavy Part 2. October 7th, 2023 here in Pacifica, California. Okay. Last time my gimbal died and I had to do a part 1 and part 2. Today I got a message on my phone saying that it's overheating, we're going to shut you down or else. So my phone died on me. There's only 3 reasons that a show, I don't even know why I'm calling it a show, but this will end just out of the blue is the gimbal dies, the battery dies. Take it back. Gimbal dies, the phone overheats, my iPhone, and it shuts down, or when I'm out of beer. So I apologize for that. So we're talking about size, or why size matters, and here's why. So here's my last sub over here. I did get questions saying, are they big enough to survive the winter? Bigger the better, for sure, regardless. But when they are under the size of what I was talking about earlier, they have less of a chance, right? They just don't have enough stamina. Let me try to scoop some up. This is my last tub where I have the smaller ones. And this goes back to when did I start or stop collecting eggs? Well, if you are keeping them outdoors, if you know they're not going to develop to a certain size, you stop just because you're playing God, you know, and all that stuff. So over here, they are all small. However, there are bigger ones, right? There are smaller ones. A lot of times I get the question, like, I had hundreds of fry, and after a week, I only had like a few left. And here's the reason. There are certain ones that will outgrow the others, and they will harass them as far as food goes, and they will pick on them and eat them. So here's one thing that a lot of people do not talk about. Look at the size difference. They're from the same batch. The big ones are going to chase the small ones, where the small ones aren't going to be able to eat. And the big ones will pick on them and eat them. Cannibalism, but that's what happens, right? So a lot of successful breeders, they will make sure that they have the right size in each tub. And this is what I'm doing over here. Like, it doesn't really matter when they're born. It's more about making sure the right size is or in the right tubs in uniform. This is the last tub that I gotta go through. As you can see, you'll see some that are bigger than others, right? So I gotta separate them, keep them separated now. If you're a 90s child, I don't know, 80s child, I guess, be old enough in the 90s, offspring, but all right. That's why I like this. It has meters. It's easy to show. All right. The other thing is, the ones that, like, just, let's say oldies were born on the same day, the larger ones are not going to look as nice. The slow growers, as they say, they have more potential. When the body just grows, the pigmentation on the body, regardless of what lineage you have, it's not going to keep up with the growth of the body. So the slow growers, as the body gradually grows, the pigmentation on their body grows with it uniformly. Therefore, depending on what you're looking at, you'll get better results. So the bigger they are, the better they're not. Actually, the ones that are slowly but gradually growing during the summer, I'm not talking about the winter, because winter comes, they'll stop growing because they're not going to eat as much. But all things equal, summertime, the fast growers are not going to look as nice. It's just the pigmentation, all that stuff is not going to keep up. So what I'm going to do today, or why am I out here today? let me just take a real quick sip, is all these little guys, I need to grow them up. But aside from that, with these little guys like here, they're going to get picked on. They're not going to get a chance to eat, and they may be a casualty of what is called a cannibalism, right? So the smaller, delicate medakas or fry in general, you don't want to scoop them up because every time you touch them, there is a chance that there's something that's going to happen to their spine, bent spine, etc. They may not die, but they may have issues moving forward. So I'm going to grab the larger ones. I'm going to transfer them in here. This water here is from this tub over here. And then I'm going to gradually acclimate them temperature-wise and then pH. Green water, higher pH. Clear water, this is aged water. It's been sitting out here for days, probably 3 days, but that is my process. The container I like using is this one right here. You don't have to be in Japan to buy this. This is actually a container that is used by a lot of professional breeders in Japan. It's awesome. It's pretty clear. It's pretty thick. I think it's a lot of the clarity that the reason why. I know the water is green, so it's hard to see the medaka, but this thing is pretty solid. You can get this at Daiso, my best friend over here. It's $1.75. Okay, you're not gonna find anything like this. It's under the it's a section where you get all the I don't know, the sugar, flour, pepper section. Comes with the spoon. This spoon I use to scoop food from my food, and then it comes with this nice lid. I don't really use, but they have a white, they have a black, they have a gray. It doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that you choose a one that doesn't have scratches. The reason why you want to, what is it called? Let me see. SK Kitchen Pot White, $1.75. Freaking awesome deal right there. Again, been using this for years. It works, man. It's freaking clear. It's pretty awesome for the price. So, again, Daiso Japan. All right, enough of me. So, now that the phone is not dying on me, we'll do it again next time. Follow me on Instagram. Instagram is @MedakaMetal. YouTube is @MedakaMetal. On Instagram, I just posted the Midnight Frill lame that I got about 5 weeks ago. They're doing well. They are indoors. They require heat and all that stuff. So it's something new for me, something new for the U.S. From what I've been told, there's nobody here in the U.S. or there's nobody outside of Japan except for Korea that has that lineage or breed. So whatever that means, it doesn't really mean anything. It just means the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So just watch them, examine them, learn what you like, what kind of tails, what kind of coloration, what kind of formation as far as body structure. And just enjoy this little, I guess it's a large community of aqua, but a part of the aqua, this is the Medaka head world, right? So Japanese Medaka rice head, Medaka heads. Thank you, domo arigato, for tuning in. We'll do it again next time. Kanpai Chin chat real quick one. All right. Out. Oh boy. I'm sweating. All right.